Hello and welcome to American Air and Mole Gaming. This is a project report for October 2024. I had a loose appointment this month to play some Speed Freaks, the tabletop version, which is an orky racing game that Games Workshop put out a while ago. I have an old school orc truck that I 3D printed and used last time I played it, but I didn't have any bikes to go alongside it. I couldn't find any 3D print files that matched the aesthetic that I was looking for, so over the summer I scoured resale sites and managed to assemble a collection of classic orc Blastabikes, which fit nicely. So I decided that my Orktober project this year would be getting them ready for Speed Freaks. On Orktober 1st, I got them all assembled and gave my bike knob a big choppa, since that happened to be the part that I had available. I also set up the bases, trying out a technique I've seen to use thin cork sheets to stand in as asphalt. On Orktober 2nd, I drilled out the barrels because I'm crazy like that, and added pegs in place of the banners to act as painting handles. I also got everything primed up. Unfortunately, my brown primer ran out after doing the bases and one of the bikes. Then I shifted to the darker gray, but got concerned that it was going on too thick, so switched to white for the last two. Fortunately, as the gray dried, it turned out alright. October 3rd had me getting the base colors for the bases down, and the first layer of moot green for the rider's skin. I wanted to see how it looked against the different base colors. October 4th was the base color for the bike bodies, Nagroth Night. I knew that the final color, Xeria's Purple, wasn't going to have great coverage, so I wanted to get this down first to be a good base. October 5th was a wash for personal reasons, but on the 6th I got the different grays blocked out on the guns, tracks, exhaust, and tires. Also the browns for the leather seats and handles. The change on the 7th is more subtle in this lighting, but it's the Xeria's Purple layer on the bike bodies. I didn't have a lot of time on the 8th, but at least I got the shell casings covered. The 9th was very productive, as I got all the yellow details covered. It's actually gold underneath a yellow base for extra brightness and shininess. I also gave the bases a layer of wash to start getting them ready. I also highlighted all the rivets in a gray metallic. The 10th needed to be another break day. On the 11th though, I covered the rider's clothes with Nagroth Night. I know all the jokes about purple orcs being invisible, but I just kinda like this color scheme. I also handled their black gloves and boots, as well as the brown leather belts and sheaths. On the 12th and 13th, I was actually at a Warhammer 40k tournament, so didn't have any energy to paint after that. On the 14th, I took care of the Xeria's Purple layer on the riders, plus their yellow and red accents. 15th saw me finishing up the goggles, knives, and lights on the bikes. I also drilled out the exhaust, because with the guns drilled out already, it looked a bit odd with them being flat like that. I also put another layer of Skaven Blight dinge on the bases to brighten them up and create some depth. Because that wasn't enough, I also painstakingly did all of the orc's eyes. The 16th was the day to close it out. I gave all the bikes a pin wash layer of Nuln oil and added road stripes to the bases. Then I mounted the bikes to the bases and called it done. Overall, I'm really happy with how these bikes turned out. Ironically, after all this, the plans to play Speed Freaks fell through, so they haven't actually gotten to hit the tabletop yet. But now, Elise stays ready for a scrap. That's it for now, and don't forget, we's the best.